the live, please make sure to hit that like button as it'll greatly help push us through the analytics and it'll help our community push through the algorithm so it makes it a little bit easier for us to have a little bit more of a reach and so that we can reach more beautiful people so that we can help expand our audience. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in. It does mean a lot to me that everybody continues to tune in. Even in these trying times, it's not the easiest time to try to stick with an asset or to try to stick with maybe a fundamental, understanding of what you're trying to do. Sometimes the emotion takes place and it makes it a little difficult. So I do appreciate everybody who takes the time to try to continue to learn their craft and hone their skills. So James, welcome in. Cryptic Crypto. Mel, welcome in, love. Thank you so much for sticking with us. I appreciate it. JIOV, welcome. Long time, long time. Long time. One of the longest, maybe the longest member of Tom's Army. Mo, welcome in. Joshua. Search for Crypto. Good evening. Good evening. Good late evening all from the UK, Mo says. Welcome in, Mo. Taki, good evening from Poland. Awesome. Got a wide audience base here tonight from different countries. I love seeing that. We've got a great question here tonight. And I'm going to pose it right now as I continue to say hi to everybody. Crypto Scrooge, good evening. And I'm glad to see everybody here. I wasn't on last night. Got a little busy. It was weird not being on last night. But at the same time, the heart grows fonder when we're not together. So it wasn't like I didn't do anything. We still had the morning live. I still did the midday market report. But today has been back at it. We did the morning update, midday market report, did the TA in 60 seconds, and now we're doing the live. I feel good today doing it all. It feels good to be back, even though I was never really gone. But it feels good to be back right now doing the live at night. How about that? UK Phil, welcome in. Michael, free toast. Or Toast. Or Toast? I don't know why I said toast, but I think it's Toast. But we're about to find out. So here's my question. And I'm not going to show you it yet. Free Toast. That's... I always love that name every time I see it. Great to see you still in here. John Patek, welcome in. Axis, good evening. Messi, welcome in. So, what's the scoop Flex RP says? Well, the scoop is, and I will show you this in a sec, will XRP stay in the Bullflag, as I just got a very generous donation here this evening. Very generous by somebody who's been in Tom's Army for going close to 3 years now. He's got a 2-year badge, but he's one of them who's about to push me into being able to do another badge. So I appreciate that, but I'll go over that donation as well. But my question is, do we think this Bullflag from October is going to hold and we're going to break out? Or do we think it's going to break down? Before I show you, I'm asking the question. So when we get into it, you can either validate what you're thinking or maybe it'll change your mind. Or do you think it's going to fall to a technical target? If it were to break down, it's measured out. Not saying it will, but if it were to break down, it'd be about 52.5 cents. If it breaks up from here, it's 68.5 cents at worst. At worst. And then we'll go into that in just a second. But JIOV, thank you so much for the $49.99 donation. That is super generous. That is a super generous way to start. I like to think there's power in positivity, and that is certainly a good way to pay it forward there, my friend. I mean, seriously. JIOV says, every day is Christmas. Enjoy the gift. It sure is, my friend. Oh, I'll enjoy it. I can already think of where it's going to go. Not to me, but I can think of things. And I'll say it's from you. Thank you, my friend. Jaden with J-Ride, welcome in. CJ2 Pilot, good evening. Mo, I think one final dip to flush out, then spot Bitcoin Mania in the new year. Interesting. Takai says go down. Few people says go down. Michael says break down to the moving average at 57. Could see that. We'll discuss all that. Now, let me timestamp this. We got 4 minutes until the flip of the clock. We timed it beautifully tonight. Good evening. 6:56 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Tuesday, December 19th, 2023. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. I needed to get that out real quick. How do I feel about 589 and the XRP Riddlers? I feel like 589 is exactly what I said it would be. It's exactly what we thought it was. 58.9 cents at the end of the year. I don't think there's any secret. The Simpsons didn't lie, but everybody was saying $589. Aren't we close enough to 58.9 cents to understand that that's what it meant? I said this in 2021. I'll see you at 589 in 23. 0.589. That's my 2-year badge. Somebody with my 2-year badge. Oh, JIOV, will you comment one more time? Think about it. Oh, and Crypto Scrooge. See that 589 badge that I have? That there's no coincidence why I made that badge. That's my 2-year badge, and that badge started this year for members who are 2 years. That's the 589 badge. That's making reference to the moon at 589, not $589. 0.589. 0.589. And it's not to break hearts or souls. It's to restore faith that somebody within the space won't lie to you for views. You know, I don't need to. What the hell's the point? It's like somebody buying views. What's the point? You're not getting any kind of real commitment from anybody. Like, that's the thing. Like, why? I don't even want to talk about it because I'll be stepping on a slippery slope. But I mean, it's tough. It's tough. It's tough. It's really tough here. We have a death cross, and everything speaks breakdown, everything reeks breakdown, everything suggests breakdown, and that's when I become a little nervous that it's not going to break down. The fact that everybody and their mother thinks they know what's going on here. The one thing I'm seeing is I'm seeing a little bull flagging here in the RSI here in the smaller time frames. It's on the top side of the support. Or the trend line, I should say. But I mean, I don't know. Something sneaky's going on here. Wow, Sam. Congrats to my December brother. I was born December 5th. Holy smokes, a $49.99 donations. I swear it comes in spurts. To get one that size, let alone two. Holy shit. Whoa, please. December 5th. So you share a birthday. So yours is December 5th. My dad's is December 10th. Mine's December 17th with Julie's brother. That's pretty cool. I know somebody else's might be on your birthday, December 5th. But thank you so much for that. So why I said the breakdown target is 52.5 cents. That's just, we have to have the target in case we break down. Like, don't shoot the messenger. But if that were to break down, that's just, you know what? That's what happens. So you always want to know what can happen if we do break down. Like, a lot of people are afraid of looking at the bad side. Don't be afraid. You want to know what's happening. I do. You do. Nobody wants to be lied to. So, and then the opposite reaction here would be just to break back up. So, I mean, if you broke out of this to the top side, wow. Well, because this is just a small bear flag we're trying to play off of. But if we played to the top side and actually played out of this, we could get a small look at this and just be like, well, just for the hell of it. Well, Tom, for the hell of it, let's just say XRP does good. Let's just say XRP is a good XRP. It's not the bad XRP. It's not the let's be unstable XRP and breakdown. It's the let's finally have a move up. Well, then it gets you back to the top. I told everybody it works in cycles, see? So, I mean, where does it happen? I just put it there because it's going to take time to break up. This would put us January 8th. That's not very long. So let's say it did break up. Fine, I'll make everybody happy. Well, Tom, what if it breaks up sooner? Okay, fine, you got me. It breaks up December 25th on Christmas, nonetheless. A beautiful Christmas gift. I mean, guys and gals, can you really make this up when you look at a technical target and what does it hit on a breakout? So that's why I say when things don't smell right, let's just hold our horses here and see what makes sense here. I don't know what stronghold is, so. But look, this pattern started January of 2018. I can prove it. See that? That's our all-time highs. This when this pattern started. So now we're converging. We've got the uptrending support beautifully, downtrending resistance. The technical target, if we broke up, would be our retest we're looking for on resistance. If it broke up by Christmas. It'd be right there on Christmas. And look, am I crazy if I look at this from here? And I know it should be bearish. Oh, I know. I can feel it in my veins. But something is telling me don't be an asshole here. If it was, don't be stupid. Just pay attention to what's in front of you. Cup. Is it possibly building a bullish handle? And then we can bounce. I mean, I am going to be the first to say I already know what's going to happen if it breaks down. But I, in the past, in my younger years, would forget about the opportunity of, well, maybe it would just bounce out. And then, it's just really filling out resistance, support, resistance, support. What if it really is just filling out the flag? Like, we always forget about that. Like, we live in the moment that it's so bearish in the short term. The other thing we always forget about is the weekly. We're still on that golden cross. We came down, retested the 20. I mean, if that's not good, that's, it's something. Yes, it's a bearish weekly. Still got time. It's only Monday. That's what I'm saying, Free Toast. Up for some reason. Massey says we're going up. I mean, we're until, like I've been saying, until we break this bull flag from October, it's bullish. Some people are telling me in the comments, there's one person always puts me down in the comments, but that's how it always is. And I said as much today, like, oh, you're good for a good put down every day. They said that, indecisive, not a good update. It's not indecisive. It's not indecisive. Is it not still in the bull flag? Would you like me to lie to you and say it's guaranteed to go up or down? Hey, it's in a bull flag, which means it most likely will break up, even though it looks bearish. But we have an indicator that says it's bearish in the 4 hourly because we have a death cross. But in the weekly, we have a golden cross. There's nothing indecisive about it. It's called converging. We are converging. Yep. As Hank Hill would say, mm-hmm. So, is there still resistance at 55 and 57? Well, that would be support right now, Michael. Yes, there's real strong support at 55 and 57. Those are pivot levels. But in this scenario, if you break this bull flag, that will not hold. If this bull flag breaks and it's meant to break down, like it's not just a wick like we've seen before, those levels aren't going to hold. They might hold as a level that would go, oh, let's go 55 back up to 60 and then a break down more likely. But you don't want to lose this bull flag. This is everything for XRP in the short term. Was it? No. 3 hourly. I mean, it looks bearish in all these time frames until you get up to the weekly or the daily even. But we're still within the bull flag. So until we lose it, and I'm not saying we're going to break out because this very well could break down, and the bear flag that we're on right now is what I'm measuring right here. I'm measuring this bear flag for that move down in case we break down. It's this flag. This is what I'm measuring. It's just within a bigger formation. So it could just be a fake out. Now, if we look at the RSI and some of these time frames, we'll see. It looks like it's bull flagging on a little bull flag here. A V-shaped recovery on the bottom of it. 3 hourly. I mean, we've got a lot of room to the top side here before we're overbought. So what I'm trying to say is even if we're bearish, nothing says we can't come back up to 685 at the top of this formation. Get rejected. It's actually about 69 cents right now if we get there by December 20th. So there's nothing stopping us. So I just want everybody to, even if you want it to go down, just pay attention here. Even in the 4 hourly, the RSI, we're holding support here for a break up. So, and you'd be pushing the RSI. It bounced from about 25 up to 48, now down to 41. I mean, if you're looking at that realistically, this would probably bounce up to closer to overbought, towards 70. So, I mean, that could get us up towards, mid-60s, maybe even up towards that 68, 69. But there's room for the RSI here. It's just middle. I mean, and it's got a descending channel in the daily. So something tells me when everybody's telling us it's probably going to go down, that's when I'm usually like, let's just see how this plays out because it don't feel right here. And I'm not a financial advisor, and it's not my job to tell you what to do, what to say, or how to do it, or how to, where to do it. I just come on here and show you the analysis, and if you think I'm an idiot, so be it. If you think I've done something right, so be it. But it's up to you at the end of the day to make that decision. So, that's how we have to do it. Please make sure that like button, only 49 likes and 76 people watching. Tisk, tisk, tisk. I think we can do better than that. I think just what I've shown, we can do better than that. If I was coming into this channel, and yes, it's bearish, and the fact there's 76 people here speaks loudly of this community. But if I was somebody new, I'd say, well, 46 people hit that like button, or 49 out of 76. It's not very good. I might go somewhere else. Don't give somebody the opportunity to put a negative spin on what we're doing here. Your like today can bring in the old average Bob tomorrow. Wow, you son of a bitch. Why do you always have to... Holy crap, Bob. I didn't mean to have you come in here like that. Wow, Tom, I heard yesterday you were going to replace me, and that just kind of irritated me. What are you talking about? Replace you? Bob, I can hardly keep you in here before they send me to the nut house and people unfollow my channel. Oh, well, Tom, I seen what Julie made you. Oh, my God, that's him. He's not replacing you, Bob. So Julie made me this for my birthday. Looks just like me. And it even says, watch, recycle, repeat. And, well, so, awesome birthday gift. Bob, just shut up. Can I please finish this? I think you're a godsend. This is how you know it's bearish. Yep. But, so, we'll see. Well, I'm just saying, we'll see how this plays out. I still think that things aren't exactly how they appear. This pop. Wow, Tom, I thought I was distracted, and I see you just got the first person joining Tom's army tonight, Prana. So how big of a distraction am I? I think it's you. Bob, can you just answer the question? Do you smoke? Well, Tom, I don't believe in the devil's lettuce. I was born in 1961, and we did other things besides it. Bob, we don't need to get into your life story. 1961, you say. You're getting up there. Prana, thank you so much for joining Tom's army. And we know it's month 1 because that's me being abducted by aliens in month 1. It's true, that's my face superimposed there. And you go all the way through the story. You go to Dusty's Outhouse Crypto News along the way. You go to the crypto or the XRP Meteor. You got the Predictor. Then in 1 year, you get to see the I Told You So. You get to see the Astronaut. In year 2, you get the 589 bid. Not $589, but the 0.589 on the moon. And that's why I did it. It's beautiful. And it lined up perfectly because we're almost at 589 at the end of the year. Would I like to see it spike? Sure, I would. So, that's what I'm saying. What's going to happen? It's one of those things. Is it break up or break out? I'm still wondering what everybody's thinking. The daily candle closed. The daily candle closed. It's not even a reversal candle. It almost pulled into a dragonfly, a little bearish. But yeah. That's what we're waiting for. We're trying to see if this holds. It's that simple. There's nothing I can say to change the formation. There's nothing that I can do to change what we're in. Another way to look at it. Mr. Carter, welcome in. Hopefully you're doing blessed. And the days have been a little easier the last few months. Hashtag mother second choice. Beautiful man right there, but that makes beautiful music. But this is what we're in the short term. So, longer term from October, and then the shorter term pattern formation from December. Ironically, starting on my dad's birthday, December 10th. I know, Crypto Scrooge, it seems like something's not right, doesn't it? It seems like it wants to tell us it's going to go down. It really does. And what makes me think even more that we need to pay attention even closer is the fact that it did get that liquidity tug just south of 58 cents. That did help us pull some money here. And the fact that daily closed back within this region twice Might make us have to think about this. It looks like a bull flag formed here. Just on the daily time frame. Jan, welcome in, love. Another one with the 589 badge. How awesome is that? But this looks like we could be on a bull flag here. Call me crazy. And we know what's going to happen if it were to break down, but you know what? I'm not married to one way or the other. The only thing I'm married to is accumulating in a bear market. When it gets into my areas, I couldn't give a rat's you know what if I'm going to predict it up or down. I don't care. All I care about is giving me the highest probability of knowing the pattern, whether it goes one way or the other. If it goes one way or the other and it doesn't go to where I say, I get disappointed because then I somehow miscalculated it from when it makes the move I need it to make. Right now, it's solidifying what you already know. This is a test every time. Every time I say something, and whether it breaks up or down, it hits that target either way, that means we're on the same formation. We understand the formation. We understand the trading bots. The moment we come outside of that and we start not hitting it, you know, not even just hitting the targets, but I mean hitting them like lasers, or start acting like we know something we don't, that's when we're going to lose. I know nothing. You know what I know? What the charts tell me. I don't know anything because I don't make the charts up. I don't have enough money to push the charts, and I don't know the right people to tell me the real story about what's going to happen on the charts. So all I know is what the charts are telling me. And the chart's telling me it should go down, but it's telling me within the optics, look at what just formed. This little flag right here is there. So it's telling me if this doesn't break down out of this, watch out, because you're going to retest that 66 cents mark at the top of that rising channel resistance. And everybody's going to say, well, what the fuck just happened here? Nobody's seen this coming. We all thought it was going down. We can see what happens if it goes down, but I'm saying this can happen. That's not being indecisive. That's saying we've seen something in the pattern. And that's no different than me saying I've seen something in the gold pattern. We might want to slow our brakes here. And I'll go back real quickly. This doesn't have to happen, but it's one of these things I took off. And look at this. If you just cut across this pattern and use this current formation, resistance, resistance, resistance. This is a stable resistance now. That comes from earlier in the pattern even, but if you use that and then go uptrending support, we're going. So now all of a sudden you go, and even though it looks like it wants to go up, it seems like it should go up. It's been a long time. Boom, boom, boom. Ready? Boom. Maybe, just maybe, another retest down here. The fact it didn't clear through there, and then it's going to come through and just power through. I think we could have a date down here at 1930. And if they say, well, this breaks, well, then we know that's why this is showing down there. I'm not calling for that. I'm saying I think this is more than not. I think we're going to have a 110 point drop possibly here. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. There's a reason why we keep getting rejected. It doesn't seem right. It doesn't seem right. Like the DXY, it doesn't seem right. The way it came up like that, but the RSI and the DXY is what I'm saying. That doesn't seem right. This needs to be cleared at some point. Yes, I understand the dollar is going to die, but even a dead dollar is going to be propped up in some way by the U.S. government. So something's got to give here. Something has got to give. The total crypto market cap's at 1.546 trillion. Looks like a bull flag, though. I mean, that looks like a bull flag to me. Gosh darn it, it does. And then it looks like a mini bull flag within that. And it's like, even though the indicators are saying something, they're lagging. And I can only say that so many times. Look, another one. That looks like a... What the hell? It's like, Tom, calm down. You're too passionate, damn it. What's going on tonight? I mean, it does look like a flag within a flag. I can't... Are my eyes just deceiving me? And yes, if it breaks down, so be it. But I'm just looking for things that can happen. So, I don't know. If I was a bet man, I'd say the future's long and short game right now is going to be a dicey one. So I want to see what happens here. I really do. And that's the total crypto market cap. This makes up all of crypto. Oh, I feel so blessed. 72 people here, 74 likes. Only a few people left us. They probably left when Bob came on. You son of a... Bob, will you please stop before everybody leaves? Well, Tom, can you just say one nice thing about me? I sure can, Bob. You used to be down 60% in your portfolio, and now you're up. Well, Tom, that's not saying nothing nice to me. That's just gloating. Well, how's that, Bob? Well, I wasn't up until I met you. Exactly. So sit down and shut up, Bob. No. But anyhow, crypto is very highly volatile right now. Bob is just the every man and woman who makes fun of us, who makes fun of me in particular, in the comments, who thinks they know it all, but they really don't understand what's really going on. JW says Bob is my brother. Well, JW, I told Tom, I really run the show. I mean, it probably is true. We'll see, Bob. We had 72. See, one person already left, Bob. I'm telling you, you're going to scare people away. Well, Tom, how do you explain that sudden spike then to 73, huh? I knew you were going to say that, you sneaky bastard. All right, anyhow. It's probably you using other computers. Fun fact, Bob is also in bed with Gary Gensler, folks. Well, Prana, even I wouldn't be with that scumbag. Nobody's ever cost my portfolio like him. Bob, take it easy. We know you don't like Gary. That was just a joke. Just a joke. He's really worked his way out tonight. What's going on here? Well, Tom, I told you by the end of the year I was going to come back. Yeah, well, be that as it may, Bob, is there something you'd like me to cover tonight? See, Bob, look, 69 people now. See, everybody's leaving. Credibility's lost. Well, Tom, why don't we just take a look at Bitcoin? All right, Bob, now shut up. Let me do this. So Bitcoin it is 42,334, up $76, 76 points to 0.18%. Well, James, Merry Christmas to you. That's fantastic that you would say that. That's fantastic. If there's anything, Bob is a gracious old man. Yep, that's what I'm saying. Losing viewers. Those are the ones that are just here to, get some free information, try to make a quick trade, and then come back here and blame me even if it goes right or wrong. That's okay. That's okay. Let them leave. Let them go watch the run, guys. They'll be running because their portfolio is going to be fucking as if you had holes in your pockets. We tried to tell them. Anyhow. Bob is a loyal member of Tom's Army and the T-Fam. That's true. So, Bitcoin real quick. We're still on top of that 42,000. Actually, no, we're back down and below it. Bitcoin just doesn't know what the hell it wants to do. 42,366. That looks like a small bull flag. That's what I mean. It's like when everybody thinks and everybody knows and everybody wants to know. It just somehow, someway keeps itself looking like it still could have a chance. This is going to have to something's got to give in all of this. Bitcoin, you're such a pain in the ass. But look, there's like a bear flag on top of a bull flag. Bitcoin's very indecisive. It's all very indecisive, though. Look at Bitcoin. Bull flag, maybe. Bear flag, maybe. So, if we get on top of 42,663 and we hold the technical target, we know is 47,000, roughly. If we break down, lose the 20-day, we have to come back down here and see what kind of strength we have on the broadening wedge. And the reason why that should be more than likely, should happen, but they seem to have other ideas for us, which is just friggin' ridiculous. It comes down here to 39,430, and that's the first time it would retest the broadening wedge. Well, Tom, broadening wedges are overrated. I mean, half the audience is gone, Bob. You might as well keep talking. Well, Tom, sometimes you need someone to talk like this so that the real ones stay and you can get rid of the douchebags. Hey, you know what, Bob? He said it, not me. It's true, though. But, If he says it, I can't get in trouble. I mean, I have to put up with him when you guys leave. Um, but that still looks like, with the way the manipulation is, I mean, can we really say it's going to retest that broadening wedge? Any quick thoughts on XLM? Mirroring XRP? Oh, yeah, I think that's 100%. It always mirrors XRP. I mean, even XLM right now is still right where it needs to be for a breakout. It's still going perfectly within the formation. The only thing in the middle right here, that's just a extended out. I'm going to take that out of there just so nobody has to see that in there, because that's going to confuse some. All you really need to pay attention to is this formation. And we'll put it like this. We're going to measure this to the actual size of this now. Let's just, I don't know where we would say it's going to break out. Maybe right there. Because I was showing the conservative side. I'm not going to do that no more because we went for liquidity. So a breakout could get you to 15.5. A breakdown, we're going to remeasure this over here. That's about the same. It's about the same. So we're working on some flags. Not just on XRP, but on XLM. If this played out right, this could work its way out here. It really could. It really could. It's, I mean, if we hold the RSI here, we're just at neutral right now. There's a lot of room to come up here. I mean, a lot. Look how high it came on the last rally up. We were up over about 77. It's not uncommon for these to hit 90. So if this, will this hold up? Nobody knows. And the current formations they're in, because they broke up on bull flags, typically, I always say somewhere like 82% of the time they would break up. But that's just, that means 18 to 20% of the time roughly it's going to break down. So out of every 10 times you make this trade, 8 times it should continue to the upside. Twice, some factors are going to play into it. But right now, that's what I'm saying. The weekly looks fine. The weeklies are not looking bad as far as the... Let's show you this. Like for XLM, the weekly right now is just finally starting to signify a bullish cross. Finally. So this could be the start of a massive move for XLM. And I'm just showing a broader spectrum here for XLM. You could really bring this back. And you've got the uptrending support down there. And really what I should be showing you as well is so you can see the bigger pattern. I mean, does this make more sense for XLM? If you just brought this out and actually showed the whole thing, I think more people could understand now. Okay, well, even if it got rejected, look how high that could come in this formation. I think that makes a lot more sense. And I'm going to get rid of all of this. I think that's exactly what I should have did a long time ago. Sometimes it just takes the right people talking and asking the questions. So that makes a lot more sense. No, yeah, that's the thing. They almost all have bull flags. That is 100% correct. And that's why I continue to say. So if it breaks down, we try to find if it makes sense in the formation. And it would, just because it would still stay in this formation perfectly, whether it breaks down or up. Bob always has a point. So that's where my apprehension comes of just saying it's going to break down, because the broader spectrum doesn't suggest that we're just going to break down. It really doesn't. Cheers, OSW. But it's universal, but I think that explains better for everybody watching XLM. I think that's a lot easier to look at it, so you don't have to, and I can even get rid of this, just so we can see the current formation. Just that smaller area. So, and it does make a lot of sense what's happening. It really does. And then DGB, since it's right here as well. DGB is another one that I want to get rid of all of this. I know it's time to break out and break up and do all of this. But I'm just waiting for DGB right now. It's getting close. And it's so underwhelmingly undervalued right now that at some point DGB is going to shock a lot of people. Not just me or you, since you watch me, but a lot of people are going to be like, oh my God, I can't believe I massively undervalued this thing. All right. Looks good. I mean, look at that. It's finally over that line, too. That's what I'm saying. This thing is finally starting to get over that uptrending resistance. Like, we could take away everything in between and be like, oh my God, DGB is actually finally starting to do something. Even if you do, hey, where's the uptrend start? Here? Here? I mean, it's starting to do something finally. It's been a long time for DGB. It's been a long damn time, I'll tell you that much. So, I'm not going to keep that. That's going to keep it too much. So, anyhow, a long time. So, if DGB stays out here, I mean, you're talking about a run that's been in the making since... Where was this at? That's in 21. So that's when that downtrending resistance started. You hit it again in November of 21, and now just squadouche all the way down. Couldn't even come up and hit it ever. That's how poor it's been. Very poor. Tanya, welcome in, love. Have to watch from the... Yes, I definitely suggest you watch this from the beginning. A lot of information in this one. XDC came down and retested. That's why all of these smaller formations, at the end of the day, we can keep them on there, but it always uses the bigger formation until it breaks out or breaks down. These smaller ones are just kind of extensions within. That's why I always say you can only use them until it does one thing or the other, and then it's useless. But it's still within that flag. That's something, it's still within that. It's just it's converging right now. It came down to full support. Could possibly put in a small bull flag in these little dailies. But yeah, that's XDCs. They're all looking the same. Somebody said VeChain's up 2.5% today. VeChain is up 1.15% on my chart. But it's breaking out. It's breaking out. The technical target, if it can hold this properly, I mean, that's a massive breakout in the making here. Massive. That could bring you back up to 6-1. I'm not saying that's going to happen. Look at the RSI, though, in the daily. It's way overbought. It's getting up there. I would be getting ready for a correction with VeChain. I think XRP and XLM, they haven't made the move on this little run that most of the others have. So I think those would be the ones that, even if some of the other ones start breaking down, I think those ones they've got a chance. XLM got a great deal with Franklin Templeton on tokenization or tokenize. Interesting. Tanya says, how is H-bar bought back in on the dump? Excellent to know that. Up 1.14% today at 8253. I'd say it's looking pretty good. It's just got to get past this resistance. Came down and touched the support like we needed it to. So now our next layer is to break up past this rising channel resistance and finally break up. We could always take this route as well as this one. Whoops. This part right here is signifying if this were to get rejected right now, it would have to come all the way back down to the channel. We want to take the up route. Now that we got the consolidation, we want to take the up route here and then bounce and hold at some point that 844 level. That's what we're trying to do here. Right now we look fine. It's just the RSI is a little too high, so we're going to have to correct at some point. It'd be nice if we got to break up to like 9 or 9.5 cents, and then the correction was to come back down to the top of this rising channel. 4 hourly, we have a tiny bit of room. 3 hourly, some room. 2 hourly, running out of room. 1 hourly, we're in overbought. 45, about there. 30-minute. I mean, we're heading to overbought here on H-bar and a lot of these time frames. Weekly looks pretty good, however. Weekly's got a lot of room. So it's like you can look at the short term, but when you look at the weekly, from a weekly standpoint, we're looking pretty good. Inverted hammer looks like it's in the making. Next week could be a sharp week. Could be volatile for this week, but next week could be a sharp week. But yeah, that's it. Voice is getting tired. I think I covered a lot. Hope everybody can appreciate this live. I think I covered everything I needed to. I don't want my voice to die, but that's what I got for everybody today. I'm XRP Future Millionaire. If you appreciate my work, please make sure to hit that like button. Consider subscribing to Tom's Army or sending a YouTube super chat to pay it forward. You can always hit that like button and share this on social media so we can help grow this audience. If you're watching tonight, please make sure to hit that subscribe button, as we're over 19,400 subscriber. Every single day we get closer to 20,000, which would be a great accomplishment. Other than that, if you're looking to trade XRP or your favorite crypto, video description below to trade the ways I do. You can long, you can short, you can spot or futures with the lowest fees, and then decide what you're going to do. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you all so much. Have a blessed evening, everyone. Tanya, Mr. Carter, Prana. And Prana, thank you for joining Tom's Army. That was special. Miss Vicky, JW, Jan, Crypto Scrooge, Tanya, Miss Vicky. Oh, yeah, I already said Miss Vicky. JW, love you all as well. Thank you all. Seriously. Have a blessed night. This was fun. I don't want my voice to die this early in the week. So thank you all.